Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Zach back with another workout video for you all. And you know what time it is. Today was leg day. This is the day before Thanksgiving. You can see right at the beginning of the video, I decided to do a leg update. I haven't shown you guys my legs very often. Um, I'm really happy that I've reintroduced barbell squats. I've I really think that I sort of rationalized the idea that I didn't need them to improve or to really develop my legs. But ultimately, even in the short period of time, I think this is only the fourth or fifth time I've squatted back regularly in over a year, and I'm already noticing some improvements in overall thickness of my legs, and I really just enjoy the increased soreness from squats. There's no other leg exercise besides maybe lunges that makes you as sore as squats do. Today I actually did 6 sets of 10 to 12 reps with 205. The first 5 sets were 10, and then the last set I tried to push it as close to failure as I felt comfortable for the day, and I ended up hitting 12 reps, which was good. You can see the first few were maybe just at parallel, so a little bit high compared to what you guys have seen, but the last few were definitely below that mark, which was good. I'm going to continue to do high rep squats. I'm not really comfortable creeping down into the 4 to 6 rep range right now, just due to various knee, hip, and lower back pain I've had in the past when I decide to go too heavy. At that point, the movement's not really fun. I feel it more in my knees and low back and hips rather than through my legs. The legs never really fatigue, and the joints seem to be taking a brunt of the load. So I'm going to try to keep the loads a little bit lighter and increase the volume like I've done on my other days. After that, I moved on to leg press, and you guys can see I did 6 sets all the way through for 4 quad-focused leg exercises. I've decided to make things a little bit more simple, and this is something after a period of time I talked with Olivia about, and she puts a lot of emphasis into her barbell squats early, and then based on how she's feeling there, she goes ahead and moves on to just a select few other exercises to work her legs, because at that point she's pretty tired from the squats, which are really the foundation of any good leg workout. So I'm happy to be back barbell squatting. I'm excited to see, and my legs used to be a strong point, and at this point I think we can all agree they're not quite the strong point they used to be. So I want to continue to bring them up, but also at the same time my goals are not to have huge tree trunk legs that don't fit into regular pants. I also put a lot of emphasis on to pick up basketball. I do like to play. I'm going to continue to play 2 to 3 times a week when I can. I don't want the basketball to take away from my leg workouts necessarily, but I also don't want my leg workouts to take away from basketball. So it's a fine balance. I don't need huge legs. I'm not concerned with having huge legs, but I do want my legs to look the part to match my upper body as I hopefully bring my weight up. Finally, above 180. I think I weighed about 181.2 the morning of this workout, which was good. Been trying to increase my fats, and overall I actually took a rest day the day before I did this. I was supposed to do legs on the 22nd, and I opted to take a rest day. I ate more food and I just relaxed, and that helped bring my weight up a couple pounds, obviously because I wasn't burning extra energy and I wasn't sweating like I usually do. And it seemed to help me. I was really glad I took that day off. And, the importance of rest days cannot be understated. It's very hard once you get in a groove, though, to rest. It's difficult. You want to continue to be in the gym and you want to continue to hammer away at what you're doing. But at some point, you got to look at, are you increasing in weight? Are you increasing in volume during the workouts? Are you getting better muscle contractions? Are you feeling, more comfortable with different exercises? And ultimately, if your focus and intensity isn't there on a day, even if you are supposed to have a workout, if you've scheduled it, it may be best to take a rest day. And, like I've said before, you don't necessarily need to take the whole day off. You could do some light cardio. It may be a good opportunity, too, for those that do train frequently and try to really push themselves. It's a good opportunity to stretch. It's a good opportunity to foam roll. Doing some of the things you've been neglecting. I'm sure all of us could be better about stretching and foam rolling to help improve tissue quality. That's something that I know I struggle with, and I know a number of people out there. You go watch YouTube or you talk to people in real life, whether you're, as I do, train people at a gym. Almost everybody, it's always, I don't stretch enough, I don't foam roll enough. It's it's boring, it's too painful, I don't have the time, I feel the same whether I do it or not. And it's certainly something to pay attention to, especially for those of you who have injuries that creep up, find that you have similar, pain issues on certain movements that you do, and you need to be doing something about it, but it's almost like you'd rather sweat and sort of push through some of the mild to moderate pain rather than fixing the issue. And I do think you can do it simultaneously. I may make a video on what I do. I like to stretch in between sets, whether it's the actual muscle group I'm working or the opposite muscle group of the one I'm working. Also, sometimes, especially with squats, I actually foam roll quite a bit in between my sets. Trying to rest 2 to 3 minutes for somebody like me, 3 minutes seems like a lifetime nowadays, but it is important that you rest so you can come back and really nail that next set. And also with that, like I've said before, it helps decrease some of the pain I might feel in my knees. I found that I'm really, really sensitive right around the top of my kneecap when I foam roll, especially on the lateral side. So it's something to pay attention to, and you can kind of explore those areas and see if you feel better after you foam roll when you go into the next set. You can see I finished with some calf work and some ab work. I've been neglecting it, both of these muscle groups yet again the past couple weeks, and that's why I decided to split this leg workout into just a quad focused leg day. Obviously the glutes and the hamstrings. My glutes are sore right now. My hamstrings, not too bad. My quads are sore as well. It's not like you're not hitting your glutes and your hamstrings on a day where you're squatting and you're leg pressing and you're lunging, but there's not as much emphasis on your hip movement as it is with how your knees are bending. So I finished with, like I said, a couple calf exercises, a couple ab exercises. Some is better than none. Always remember that, guys. Thank you for continuing to support the channel. I will talk to you soon.